In the heart of a city that never slept lived a man named Elias, the Bellmaker. His workshop, perched high above the bustling streets, was a sanctuary of fire, metal, and sound. For decades, his creations, enormous bronze bells, had given the city its voice. Each one was a masterpiece, its tone carefully crafted to ring with clarity and warmth, marking the hours, celebrating triumphs, and mourning losses. From the grand cathedral's booming baritone to the market square's cheerful chime, Elias's bells were the city's heartbeat. He was more than a craftsman. He was the composer of the city's daily symphony. People would look up at the bell towers, not just to tell the time, but to feel a connection to the man who filled their lives with such resonant beauty. As years turned to decades, Elias felt a calling to create one final masterpiece. This wouldn't be just another bell. It would be his legacy, the culmination of a lifetime of dedication. He called it the Rest. It was to be the largest, most intricate bell he had ever conceived, a behemoth of bronze that would take all his remaining strength and skill. He toiled for years. The city watched as the giant mold took shape, as the furnace roared hotter than ever before, and as the molten bronze, glowing like a captured sun, was poured. The process was slow, arduous, and solitary. Seasons changed, the city evolved below, but in Elias's workshop, time was measured only by the cooling of metal and the careful patient tuning of a single, perfect note. Finally, the day arrived. The great bell, the Rest, hung in his workshop, polished to a deep, dark shine, its surface etched with scenes of the city it would serenade. It was a giant, silent and imposing. The city held its breath. Mayors, merchants, and children alike had all heard tales of the final bell and awaited its inaugural ring. Elias, now an old man with hands as gnarled as ancient wood, approached his creation. He didn't use a massive clapper or a ceremonial rope. He simply picked up a small, familiar mallet, one he had used his entire life. With a quiet reverence, he struck the bell once. It wasn't a thunderous clap that shook the foundations. Instead, a single, soft, impossibly pure note emerged. It was a note that didn't just sound. It was felt. It spread not like a shout, but like a whisper, weaving through the alleyways, over the rooftops, and into the hearts of everyone who heard it. It was a note of peace, of completion, of a long day's work finally done. Elias set down his tools, his gaze fixed on the gently vibrating giant. He didn't strike it again. That one perfect note was enough. It was everything he had ever wanted to say. He closed the door to his workshop for the last time, his work finally complete. As night fell, the city grew quiet, but the bell, the Rest, continued to resonate. Its single note didn't fade. It pulsed softly through the darkness, a gentle, enduring heartbeat. It was a lullaby for the city, a quiet promise that even when the maker is gone, the beauty he created would ring on forever. Thank you so much for joining me on this story. If you were moved by Elias's tale, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that explore the beauty of creation and legacy. Close your eyes. Let the dream do the rest.